Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today are family farms. Do you have family farms in your family, that go back generations? I know I do. My grandparents, my great-grandparents, they had family farms, okay? And right now they're being targeted. And this is really sad. And why are they being targeted? Well, because they produce too much greenhouse gases. Yeah. And this is all in the name of the sea crisis. Yeah. Climate. Yeah. So farms also happen to produce what? Food. Food. But they're not worried about that. No, the elites, they're not worried about that. And you have to ask yourself why. Why are they not worried about that? Okay. Did you hear that recently the Netherlands, they announced that they're shutting down family farms too to combat global warming? But tough luck. You know that? Tough luck if you happen to own one of the farms or work at one of the farms as well. This insanity comes at the same time that Europe is seeing its highest inflation in decades. And the Dutch government, they announced that they will close up to 3,000 farms to comply with what? Their global warming goals. Yeah. And I know you're probably saying, you know what, that's old news about the Netherlands and stuff. That was brought up back, last year. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you know what? It's still important. It is still relevant. Okay? And no one should stop talking about that fact. All right? They're shutting down food production to combat warming. What comes next? When you can't feed all the people? Ask yourself that question. What comes next? Okay? Now U.S. farms are being targeted in this crusade against warming, the imaginary threat that is affecting all of our lives. Yeah, it's affecting every single one of us. Didn't you know that? Are you hot? No, didn't think so.
In 5 years, scientists predict we will have the first ice-free Arctic summer. That exposes more ocean to sunlight. Ocean is dark. It consumes more of the heat from the sunlight, which then accelerates the rate of the melting and warming rather than the ice sheet and the snow that used to reflect it back up into the atmosphere.
Now that video I just played you was back from 2009, and I know, but still, like I said, it's still relevant, okay? Now, that was John Kerry, in case you didn't know. He lamented that agriculture production alone creates 33% of the world's total greenhouse gas emissions, arguing that reducing those emissions must be front and center in the quest to defeat this warming. Get some water. And the former Secretary of State also touted these so-called smart agriculture as a potential solution. He said, a lot of people have no clue that agriculture contributes about 33% of the emissions in the world. We can't get to net zero. We don't get the job done unless agriculture is front and center as part of the solution. So all of us understand here the depths of this mission. Food systems themselves contribute a significant amount of emissions, just in the way in which we do the things we've been doing. With a growing population on the planet, we just crossed the threshold of 8 billion fellow citizens around the world. Emissions from the food system alone are projected to cause another half degree of warming by mid-century. Oh, John. The loony bin is calling, honey. All right. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, you WEFer? You going to starve us out? But your bunker is full, huh? You don't have to worry, do you? Shame, shame, know your name. Yeah. All right, guys. Something to think on, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less.